Hi friends, it's your buddy Matt, the global ergonomist and ergo coach. Welcome to another strong Qigong, delivered here on the banks, if you will, of the Intracoastal Waterway in North Florida, outside my hometown of St. Augustine, where I grew up. Today's class was fun, as always. We started with our breath work and meditation. We started with sharpening the mind on the stone of the breath, emphasizing exhale to get the full inhale. We then went into our next classic Qigong meditation and visualization known as cleansing the inner body. From cleansing the inner body, we advanced to our third and final visualization and meditation known as blowing on the embers of the cauldron of the heart, the cauldron of the body, and the cauldron of the mind. The three Dantian. Then we went into today's classic routine, drawn mainly from the Tai Chi tradition. We started with digging in the garden. From digging in the garden, we moved through draw back and push. From draw back and push, we melted into two-handed silk reeling. And from two-handed silk reeling, we went into a classic known as Master Wong Kong's Waters. We finished up with another classic, a favorite of strong Qigong, known as waving hands like clouds. So I hope you get a chance to practice along. This 30-minute class is put on a couple of times a week, and then we post it to YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, thank you. Our community is growing more and more each day. So if you get a chance, be sure to do all the things the algorithms like. Be sure to like, be sure to hit the notification bell, be sure to subscribe, and please comment and share. That's how we grow this community, and we all benefit from mind-body medicine with strong Qigong. So we begin, as always, with our deep, slow, quiet, even breaths, long and slow, deep and silent, in through the nose, out from the mouth, in through the belly, out from the chest, in through the heart and out from the mind. We use the nasal inhale and the pursed lips exhale to control exhale. Exhale, as we'll find, is key to taking a deep breath. As we say in strong Qigong, the key to taking a deep breath isn't how much we draw in. The key to taking a deep breath is how much we puff out at the bottom of every breath cycle. So as you begin to slow your breath down, you're tipping your autonomic nervous system towards the parasympathetic branch, which we call the rest and digest branch. And it's a yin-yang principle. You know that the sympathetic branch is the home of the fight or flight branch. We can control that with our breath. That allows us to take control of the steering wheel and to adjust the cruise control downward. We're using our forebrain to override our brain stem, our autonomic nervous system. So as you slow your breath down, begin to now focus on the breath cycle. This breath cycle, each one has a yin-hail and a yang-hail. That is an inhale and an exhale. And your goal, your job is to purse lips and control your exhale. When you get to the bottom of your breath, there's still reserve capacity in the lower lobes of your lungs. And you have two floating ribs, 11 and 12, that are not attached to your rib cage. Use those as a bellows. And at the bottom of every breath, squeeze a little more air out, and you'll notice that nasal inhale is much deeper. So we have a saying in strong Qigong, the key to taking a deep breath isn't how much we pull in. The key to taking a deep breath is how much we puff out at the bottom of every breath cycle. So start there. Take long, slow, deep, silent breaths. Deep and slow, quiet and even. In through the nose, out from the mouth. In through the belly, out from the chest. In through the heart, out from the mind. And as you do so, begin to focus on that breath cycle more and use this visualization. If you're comfortable with eyes closed, you can close your eyes. This visualization we call in strong Qigong, sharpening the mind on the stone of the breath. And what we're doing is we're visualizing that this mind we were gifted through generations is a samurai sword, and we're going to tend to it just as anyone who passed down an heirloom through generations. We're going to polish it. We're going to sharpen it. And the way we sharpen it is we inhale and we draw it across the stone of our breath, focusing where the blade meets the breath. When we get to the end of our inhale, we flip that blade and we push it from us slowly through pursed lips. Again, focusing where the blade meets the stone of our breath until we get to the end of the exhale. We flip the blade again, we draw it from us and to us. We flip the blade and we push it from us, back and forth in this manner. As we sharpen our mind on where the blade meets the stone, we then sharpen further on the fleeting moment where out-breath becomes in-breath and in-breath becomes out-breath. That fleeting moment at each end of the breath cycle is where we focus our mind. What we're doing as we're using this visualization is, again, now we're encouraging our midbrain, ventral tegmental area, if you want to know the name of it. And we're asking the ventral tegmental area to sprinkle our forebrain, the control center, with dopamine. This is a neuroscience principle. And through this breath work that you're doing with this visualization, you are overriding your brain stem and you're asking your midbrain to sprinkle the forebrain with dopamine. This helps you with your cognitive focus. This is a great meditation to do at the beginning of every strong Qigong practice. It's also a great meditation to do anytime you want, a visualization. So after a few more of these, as we say, sharpening the mind on the stone of the breath, when you feel comfortable, invite your eyes to gently, slowly flutter open, just as a butterfly might leave a flower. Welcome back. From this visualization, we'll go into our warm-ups from head to toe, beginning with the yoga neck roll. We take a deep breath in, our head floats like a balloon on a string. We purse our lips, and as we let air out of the balloon, we drop our chin to our chest. When we inhale again, we inhale and we sweep one ear past one shoulder. We exhale across the chest, inhaling opposite ear past opposite shoulder. Pursing lips, crossing the chest, inhale, ear past shoulder. And we go from side to side, rocking from side to side. This is the yoga neck roll. Now we're calibrating our inner ear, the three semicircular canals, with the rise and fall of our diaphragm. Our phrenic nerve, which controls our diaphragm, is in concert with our vagus nerve, which gives us proprioceptive, or more importantly, interoceptive feedback, telling us what our body is doing, telling us our internal state. And after a few more breaths, and rocking from side to side, on your next exhale, you can pause, chin to chest, inhale, chin upright, and work into the shoulder girdles now. We begin to loop them forward and upward with every inhale. We bring them around back and we squeeze them downward and backward with every exhale. We're waking up the area between our shoulder blades. This is known as the Dajue point. This area is where Qi energy sometimes gets stuck, sometimes gets sore. So if you ever find yourself stuck and sore in that area between your shoulder blades, do this breath work exercise. And after you've done a few of these, when you feel comfortable, begin when the hands drop down again to cross wrists with gentle fists. Get the elbows involved. Begin to inhale big loops with your elbows. Crossing wrists, gentle fists, same breath. Inhale and rise. And if you're comfortable doing so, you can look to the sky as you do so. Now we'll get the entire upper limbs involved. And what we'll do is the next time your hands drop, you can open your palms upward and get both arms involved. So you make big inhales out to the side as you reach, and exhale down. And you continue in this manner. Inhale and rise, exhale and fall. Beautifully done. Now, we reverse this process. we simply go back. The next time your hands drop down, simply make those gentle fists and throw those elbow rolls again. Big loops as you inhale, exhale down. If you'll notice, my knees join in the process, so you can rise and fall like I'm doing. And then we'll finish up where we started with the shoulder girdles. So just begin to roll those shoulder girdles again. Beautifully done. We've gotten the upper respiratory sinus warmed up. We're ready to work our way into the lower respiratory sinus, the rib cage. So on your next exhale, relax shoulders. Let your hands pause, turn towards one hand and begin to scoop and toss behind you from side to side. Scoop with palm up, toss with palm down. As you do so, enjoy the turn of your trunk and the shift of your weight. Now, while you do this, just as before, make gentle fists and start to throw those elbow rolls, one after the other, side to side. And after you've done your elbow rolls, return to the shoulder girdles. Make big backward circles from side to side. Well done. Continue in this manner. We turn from side to side and we go right into a classic Tai Chi and Qigong warm-up known as ragdoll. Use that momentum of your trunk turn and let your arms flail freely from your body. And after you've gone from side to side like so, go from the ragdoll into another classic known as the prayer drum or the pellet drum. Invite the momentum of your trunk turn to carry your hands to slap or tap the top of the opposite shoulder and let the back of the hand of the back hand slap or tap the hips. And after you've slapped or tapped, which you get to decide how sharp or how gentle, go from top of the shoulder to top of the chest, up around your collarbone, somewhere safe to slap or tap. And after you've done the top of the chest, drop to those floating ribs we were talking about at the bottom of your rib cage. And after you've done the rib cage, drop to the hips. And that is the prayer drum, the pellet drum. From here we work into the bottom half of the body. We let our hands drift to our hips and we begin to take big circles, looping the hips. In strong Qigong, we call this stirring the bowl, and that's because the word pelvis is Latin for bowl. It's like it's bowl shape. Whichever direction you chose is fine. Simply pause and begin to loop in the opposite direction. We always strive to unwind what we've wound. Well done, beautifully done. It's like holding the bell of a wine glass, swirling the last little bit of wine around. Now, invite your center of gravity to settle within your base of support and spread the base of support a little wider to where you can drop into a stance that's known as Mabu, the horse riding stance. For the Great Bear swings, we take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we purse our lips and we turn and drop all the way across. When we inhale to rise and pause again, and exhale, drop down all the way across. Inhale, rise and pause, and go from side to side. This is the Great Bear swings from side to side. Beautifully done. As we get the strengthening going on in our hips, in our shoulders, everywhere, on your next warm-up, you can pause at the bottom. Inhale your trunk back upright and go into shifting weight on a figure eight. Rock your little boat on your moonlit night on your placid Lake Junaluska. Notice that when you shift and change direction, you round that corner and you loosen. Notice also you keep your trunk upright. This is a great technique for learning proper form in Tai Chi and Qigong. You're keeping your three energy centers upright. The upper dantian, the middle dantian, the lower dantian. You're getting each leg strengthened. Now we work below the knees. You return to center You shift weight to one foot and raise the opposite toe. Then you shift weight to the other foot and raise that toe. You go back and forth in this manner, shifting weight, raising toe. So finally, we can return to the center, bring our feet back into what we call center stance, shoulder width. Shift weight to one foot, raise the opposite heel, and loop the knee. As you loop the knee, you'll notice your ankle and foot follow along obediently. Whichever direction you chose is fine, simply loop in the opposite and unwind what you've wound. Then take weight through that foot, raise the opposite heel, loop the knee. And after a few inward loops, pause for a few outward loops. Beautifully done. Settle your center of gravity within your base of support. Head to toe we're warmed up except for wrist ends and forearms. Remember important energy centers in the hands. If you make a gentle fist, raise all your fingers except your middle finger. Where your middle finger meets your palms is an area known as the Laogong points. We do a lot with our Laogong points. So we take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, our hands go down towards our lap. When we inhale them up towards the heart. We exhale them down, rolling the wrists in concert with our breath. Noticing the knees and hands move in concert with the breath as well. This is known as Qigong breathing. And there's another visualization. This one is an ancient one. It goes back how many years, no one knows. This visualization is called cleansing the inner body. So if you can do so comfortably with eyes closed, invite your eyes to close so that you can use the full power of your visualization. With every inhale, glowing mist rises from the core of the earth through the soles of the feet, through the trillions of cells that make up your inner body, to collect in your upper dantian, your mind's eye center. With every exhale, as your wrists roll and your palms lead downward, your glowing mist in your mind's eye center forms a glowing cloud. Your glowing cloud forms a glowing rain. Your glowing rain washes down those trillions of cells through the soles of the feet and back into the earth. So this is a classic Qigong meditation and visualization. With every inhale, a glowing mist rises. With every exhale, a glowing rain falls, and it washes the inner body, and it prepares the inner body for all that follows. So the next time your hands rise, invite them to pause at heart height in a hugging stance. This stance is known lovingly as stand like tree. It's a classic Tai Chi and Qigong meditative pose. And from here, we take inventory of our alignment. So if you can do so with eyes closed, invite them to close. Breathe deep, slow, quiet, even breaths. With long neck and light head floating upward, our heavy shoulders and our heavy tail melt downward. Between them, with every breath, they pull in opposite directions. This is known as the string of pearls in the ancient Asian literature. Our hands hover as if we're tenderly hugging a long-lost loved one. Our feet are parallel in a firm-rooted stance like a mighty oak on a mountaintop. Those three energy centers we discussed earlier are resting peacefully on one another, as if we carefully gathered, balanced, and stacked three smooth river rocks on life's river's edge. And with soft knees and soft belly, soft breath and soft gaze, or best of all, eyes closed, we feel the echoes of our warm-ups from head to toe. We visualize in our mind's eye the yoga neck roll and all those shoulder and elbow and hand and arm rolls. We visualize stirring the bowl in the great bear swings and shifting weight on a figure eight. We see it and feel it in the mind's eye using our own power of visualization, imagination, concentration, and meditation. If your eyes are closed, enjoy it a moment longer as your hands begin the slow journey downward till your thumbs find their destination crossed over your belly button. Your folded fingers warm just below in what's known lovingly in the ancient Asian literature as the lower dantian, the seat of qi energy, the cauldron of the body. And through closed eyes and pursed lips, as if you're blowing through a straw, Blow on the embers of the cauldron of the body, and as you do, delight in the growing, glowing light as the embers respond. And with each deep ensuing inhale, draw the light outward and upward and begin to blow on the embers of the middle dantian, the cauldron of the heart. And in the same manner, through closed eyes and pursed lips, as if blowing through a straw, the embers of the middle dantian respond as well. And you blow on the embers of both cauldrons, filling your inner galaxy with light and spilling beyond your inner galaxy and bathing the space between us with light, warm, silken, golden chi energy. May your body be strong. May your heart be calm. And if your eyes are closed, enjoy it a moment longer as your hands begin to slowly melt to your side, only inviting your eyes to gently, slowly flutter open when you feel ready, just as a butterfly might leave a flower. Welcome back. We're ready to begin. We step into the center of our little boat, and the hand on this side of your room or screen makes a gentle fist that floats before the heart. The hand on this side covers it, and together, we take a deep breath in to straighten. We slowly purse lips and exhale forward in a gesture of mutual respect. When we inhale ourselves back upright in gratitude for this tradition, as we exhale, our hands melt down. When we inhale again, we inhale them up overhead until our lao gong points are an inch or so apart. And we exhale down our center line. This is known as centering the chi, where we begin and end every class together. Beautifully done. We do it again. This time we bring the palms together. And as we exhale down, we pause at the heart center, the middle dantian. We inhale and elbows raise, wrists straighten, and as we exhale down, this is the Shaolin manner. We do this in deference to the Shaolin. We are now ready. We step out into our little boat. Unlock both knees. We inhale the palms and lao gong points an inch or so apart again, and this time as we exhale down, our knees and hands move in concert with our breath. Inhale and floating. Exhale and melting. Rising and falling in concert with our breath. Floating and melting. Beautifully done. Syncing the chi. This is where we return again and again to calibrate our alignment. Moving with our breath, you can decide how high you reach or how low you go. Your only goal is to keep your three energy centers resting peacefully on one another, like three smooth river rocks on life's river's edge. Well done. Now, the next time your hands rise, eyes follow them upward and grasp an invisible ball above you between lao gong points. Then as you exhale down, when you get to your bottoms, scoop outward and upward, inhale up, and continue this looping movement. In the Tai Chi tradition, this is known as digging in the garden. Rising with every breath, falling with every breath, lao gong points holding this ball of silken chi energy in your hands and palms. Beautifully done. The next time your hands drop down, I'm going to invite you to not go as low. Pause in your lap and begin to tighten the loop. As you inhale, bring it towards your heart. And then exhale down and do it again, looping in this manner. This ball of silken chi energy, you're moving between your middle dantian and your lower dantian, is a move in the Tai Chi tradition known as draw back and push. So from digging in the garden, we go to draw back and push. And what you'll notice is you go into a looping and a rising, and your hands pass through that hugging pose you did when you stood like tree and stand like tree. And the next time your hands go through that pose, I want you to pause with eyes open like I do, and take your hands and begin to drag them out and across. And then as you drag across your field of vision, let them float past your field of vision. This is just a form of silk reeling, two-handed silk reeling. As you do this, you can calibrate your breath with your movement. You can inhale your hands up to one side and then exhale all the way across your field of vision. You continue to do this in this manner. Now, the next time your hands pass the lower dantian down towards your lap, simply pause and reverse the loop. So inhale up, and exhale across. Well done. This is two-handed silk reeling. We say east and west when we balance both directions of yin and yang. Well done. Two-handed silk reeling. Now we're going to go into a more formal move. When you cross your field of vision, begin to lead with the elbow palm facing out. And as you do, let your lower hand go across like I'm doing right here. We're moving into a formal movement from the Tai Chi tradition known as Master Wong calms waters. So you'll notice your palm is facing out, it crosses your field of vision, your thumb is facing down, your lower hand is pushing water from one side to the other across your lower dantian. Now, to complete Master Wong calms waters properly, this switching of the hands I'm doing is going to happen behind us on each side. So we're just going to turn our trunk a little further. And what you'll do is follow your hand behind, inhale and switch, and then exhale all the way across. So go from side to side, just like this, inhaling as you switch behind you, then exhaling, leading with that elbow all the way across to the other side. This is classic Master Wong calms waters. Notice your turn in trunk, notice your shift in weight, follow your breath. Inhale as you switch behind you, exhale all the way across. Beautifully done. Now, to return to where we began, we'll simply leave this turning all the way across and behind, simply go from side to side as you did earlier, just like that. So you don't have to turn all the way around, but you're still doing this move. And from Master Wong calms water, we go into our finishing move, one of our favorites in our live on-site classes of Strong Qigong at the Haywood Regional Health and Fitness Center and Funky Town Fitness here in St. Augustine, Florida. And that's called waving hands like clouds. It's very simple. The change is subtle. All you do is roll that lead wrist so your palm is facing you. You stare into that Lao Gong point. As you do, the lower hand begins to cup, palm up, and you're rocking from side to side. The eyes follow hand, the hand follows breath, the breath follows mind. As you notice the turn in trunk and the shift in weight, it's like tenderly dancing with a long-lost loved one. Beautifully done. Waving hands like clouds. Stare into that Lao Gong point like a long-lost loved one staring into the eyes. Beautifully done. And on this next one, we're going to finish up in a stance known in Tai Chi as embracing the moon. So when you return to center, simply pause and embrace moon. Inhale and rise, roll the moon. Exhale and fall. Continue to rise and fall in this manner. Beautifully done. Now, the next time you drop into embrace moon, when you're ready to do so, simply pause at the bottom. Take a deep breath in, exhale down, and inhale to sink your chi. Exhale down. Continue in this manner. Beautifully done. When you feel comfortable doing so, Allow your eyes to follow your hands upward and return to dig in the garden. So palms face each other, and you exhale down, scoop outward and upward, inhale and rise, exhale and fall. We'll finish up with our draw back and push. So the next time your hands drop into your lap, begin to loop back towards your heart and draw back and push. Well done. The next time your hands rise, you'll notice they go through the hugging stance. And that's where we'll finish up, where we started out. So the next time your hands rise, pause in the hugging stance at heart height. This is known lovingly as stand like tree, and we take inventory of our final alignment. With long neck and light head floating upward, our heavy shoulders and our heavy tail melt downward. And with every breath, our spine gently stretches in the string of pearls. And with deep, slow, quiet, even breaths, we blow on the embers as our hands begin the slow final journey downward. The thumbs cross over the belly button, the folded fingers warm on the cauldron of the body, and you blow on the embers of the cauldron of the body again, resuming. And as you do, you delight in the growing, glowing light through closed eyes and pursed lips as if blowing through a straw. Drawing the light upward, you begin to blow on the embers of the cauldron of the heart. As you continue to blow on the embers of the cauldron of the heart and the cauldron of the body, you draw the light upward still. You begin to blow on the embers of the cauldron of the mind, the upper dantian, and in gratitude for your own visualization, your own imagination, your own concentration, and your own meditation, you blow on the embers of all three cauldrons, filling your inner galaxy with the brightest light yet, spilling beyond your inner galaxy, bathing the space between us again, spilling beyond the space between us, bathing the world around us, spilling beyond the world around us, bathing life itself with light, warm, silken, golden chi energy. May your body stay strong. May your heart stay calm. May your mind stay sharp, and may your spirit stay free. Yi-dao, Shi-dao, which means where the mind goes, the chi follows. Where your intention goes, your energy flows. So please choose wisely, choose intentionally, and choose peacefully. Beautifully done. If your eyes are closed, enjoy it a moment longer as your hands begin to melt to your side one final time, only inviting your eyes to gently, slowly flutter open just as a butterfly might leave a flower. Welcome back. We finish up as always by stepping back into the center of our little boat and slowly and deliberately inhaling our hands up until our Lao Gong points are an inch apart, and then exhaling down just as promised at the beginning, centering our chi. So the hand on this side of the room or screen can make the gentle fist. The hand on this side of the room or screen covers it. Together, we take a deep breath in and straighten. We slowly exhale and bow, and you give yourself a well-earned, well-deserved round of applause for being the light you made in the world today. Thank you so very much.